easily one of our favorites. First episode. By the way, Gillian, May the 23rd is the first year anniversary of the podcast. And number 1, number 100, number 200, Gillian Robertson. So happy to have you back on. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and happy almost anniversary to you guys too.
Thank you. Okay, so we kind of off air. You and I talked maybe 3 weeks ago. No, it was way before the pandemic. Yeah, it was before the pandemic. And you kind of had that fight announcement in June, and you were happy you had a fight announcement, but it was far away. And then this thing called Corona happened. Usually it was something just with the line, but it was this whole disease. Everything got paused. But now a new fight opponent, new date. Everything is, doing really good. So first of all, if you want to announce it and the opponent, and we'll take it from there.
So I just got the news yesterday. I'll be fighting Courtney Casey on June 20th at location to be decided. I still don't know that yet. But, yeah, I'm really excited about it. I feel like she's a great matchup for me. She just fought recently. She's coming off of a quick win, and I'm excited for this matchup.
Right. Even someone you kind of train with, right? Down there in South Florida?
Yeah, Mato's one of my main training partners. We're both 25ers, so we work with each other a lot. So this will be that little revenge.
Right. That was the first thing I thought of when I saw it. I was like, ooh, top-end competitors usually don't need a little extra. But I was watching so much of The Last Dance and Michael Jordan. Like, he would literally pick up anything. Like, if you took his parking spot, he was really upset. And with Courtney submitting, it just feels like you have a little bit extra to kind of the get back. You know what I mean? We love getting the get backs, us fighters,
Hey, definitely, especially a teammate and someone who's helped me so much, like Mata, so I'm just I'll get that arm back. I'll armbar Casey.
It was so funny, and you always said, I always kind of ask you, hey, what do you think of the fight? And you always use that same great line, hey, I'm going to get the neck. I'm going to catch the neck. When we saw the matchup, when I saw it, I was like, that's, I think it's a really good matchup. It's a fun matchup, especially for the division. Yeah, she looked really impressive. Let's not lie. Last week in Jacksonville, she looked good. I know you've been training a lot for it. So how vital of a matchup do you think it is for the flyweight division?
Well, especially after that last win, she just got ranked. So it's going to be a ranked opponent for me. So hopefully I'll be able to break in the rankings after this win. And like you said, I'm always going for the throat, always going to be attacking on the ground, and I feel like she's a tough girl. Definitely, she's got 7 losses, only one time she's been finished. So right. It's like she's bringing a lot of tough girls to decision. So I know that she's going to be a viable opponent, but it's one that I'm ready for.
Absolutely. So much has happened in the last 60 days with the Corona. Fights are back. It was awesome. Florida took over. Jacksonville was incredible last week. I've talked to so many people that you're close to down there and working. How has it been different for you? It's not the same big, huge gym and so many people, but do you feel great? Do you feel like you've been putting in the work? It seems like you have. Everything on your stories, how you're boxing, how you're rolling, it seems like you've been almost as active as you would be, pre-Corona. So do you feel your peak, and ready to go on June 20th?
I feel like I've almost been more active than before the Corona because Dean left ATT, so now he's been putting so much time into me. I've been getting all that one-on-one attention, and I've really seen myself grow as a fighter and grow as an athlete, but it's just I haven't had the training partners to try it out on necessarily, It's like I'm learning all these cool new tricks, and I just want to be able to try them out, and I haven't got the opportunity to. So that's definitely been a struggle, but hopefully these next few weeks I'll be able to get couple more training partners as like Florida's opening up a little bit more and be able to get my hard sparring in. And I don't do a lot of hard sparring out of camp anyway, so just technical work, and that's all we've been focused on.
For sure. Talking about training partners, definitely one of our family friends here, Hannah Goldie, been down there working with her. I see a lot of pictures. We love us some Hannah here on Fight Bananas. So how cool is it to kind of connect and work with Hannah Goldie, UFC fellow mate?
Oh, yeah, it's been awesome to work with her. And, she was my first pro fight like years ago. So to be able to reunite like this and be on the same team and work together, it's awesome.
It was Island fights back in the day. It's fun. I've seen that fight 3-4 times just because of how much I work with Island fights and how much, I talk with you and Hannah. It's just one of those kind of like razor sharp fights. Do you kind of once in a while be like, Hannah, sooner or later, like I want to get that one back? Have you ever
No, not necessarily. I don't care now. It's years later, and we're both different fighters now at this point. And different weight classes too. So
Right, right. And then also too, when I saw that, tell me if, I might be wrong. I just think you guys are perfect. Like you guys are peanut butter and jelly. She's so great, kicking and standing up, and she's so powerful and strong. And you are unbelievable on the ground and rolling and everything. Like, to me, you guys, complement each other so well, at least from my eyes.
oh yeah, we're the best of two different worlds. So she's up on the feet, I'm on the ground, and we're gonna make each other better in each area.
Absolutely. Like I said, we're definitely going to keep this short. We're so happy. We just really wanted you to come on, especially with this fight announcement. Courtney Casey, June 20th. I'm hoping it's Apex. I think with the 30th at the Apex Center, and you've never fought there because you were kind of, you were already in the UFC since they brought it up with the Contender Series. So would you like it there in Las Vegas at the Apex? No fans? Is that cool with you or?
Well, the no fans thing, I kind of got like a little preview of that when I was in the Tough House, because you don't have fans there, and then it's all just the girls, so
Right.
they're not cheering the whole time like thousands of people would be. So it's like it's pretty silent when you're fighting in the Tough House. So that was kind of like a little preview of what I will be expecting in the next month, but I don't really care where it is. If it's the Apex, if it's Jacksonville, if it's on Fight Island, I'm ready for it.
Awesome. Last thing, real quick, is I think you might have a super advantage with especially Dean Thomas. It seems like everything I've been hearing is that they're hearing the commentators, the fighters inside the cage can hear everything. They're hearing commentators. They're hearing their corner maybe better than ever. With all the knowledge that Dean has, and I hear one of the best cornermen in the game, it feels like you might have I think, a slight advantage that there aren't 17,000 screaming fans drinking and all night long,
Yes and no, but with a corner like Dean, he doesn't talk a lot. He lets me think for myself. So it's like he'll say like 2 or 3 things during the fight usually, where it's like he only speaks when he thinks it's necessary to speak. Otherwise, he wants me making my own decisions, because once I get to a championship level, I'm going to have to make my own decisions. And it's just if I can make my decisions faster than the other girl.
Wow, that's awesome. Jilly, nice shirt. Love the shirt. Savage Robertson, June 20th. We're so excited for you. Maybe we'll talk to you right before the fight or right after your win, after you get the neck.
I'd love to. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. We'll talk to you soon, Jill. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.